Ho-gil raises a hand dismissively. Look, Ji-hoo, I'm only here to get the settlement agreement. For something like that, go to the police. Ho-gil is already heading for the window he broke earlier. He starts climbing out, then freezes halfway. Wait, why am I going out this way? This is embarrassing. Just play it off. Walk back naturally. He strolls past Ji-hoo with forced confidence. Oh dear, must have taken the wrong way. Happens in life. Double-layered entrance, you know? Ho-gil stops again, eyes widening. Double? Why didn't I think of that? He starts piecing things together. First, I get the settlement money from Ji-hoo and finalize it. Then I defend Jo Doo-chin in court and collect attorney fees. Then I take a contract using the settlement money Ji-hoo receives. And as a killer, I take out Jo Doo-chin. That would make twice the money. A double dip. Ho-gil turns dramatically toward Ji-hoo. Dry your tears, my dear client. I, attorney Byun Ho-gil, will make sure to take that bastard out cleanly. Scene shifts to Ho-gil's office, a place that looks more like a gangster den than anything legal. Ji-hoo stands frozen. Is this the lawyer's office he mentioned? Isn't this just a den of criminals? A tower of despair, something like that. But he shakes it off. No, I came all this way. Think about Dad. Ho-gil is not actually going to kill anyone, right? As Ji-hoo approaches the office door, disturbing screams echo inside. A rough voice shouts, "Trash like this only wakes up when you beat sense into them. Spare me," someone pleads. Ji-hoo panics. I misjudged this guy. He's a total thug, a criminal. He bursts in, shouting, "Stop the violence. I'm calling the police, so don't try anything." Ho-gil blinks at him. Huh, Ji-hoo, what are you talking about? The screams were coming from the TV. I'm just a patient, the man on TV cries. Ji-hoo's face burns. Aha, so you were assaulting the TV. It's old. Only works if you smack it around. Ho-gil shrugs. He hands Ji-hoo a drink. You came a long way. Have a drink. Ji-hoo accepts awkwardly. Ho-gil grins. You're a VIP, Ji-hoo. I even put 2 sticks of Max Mix coffee in there. 2 sticks, this is VIP treatment here. But mister, aren't the drinks usually switched for guests? Nah, that one's bitter. Bad for your health. A student like you needs something sweet. Ho-gil turns off the lights abruptly. If we're going to kill Jo Doo-chin, first we have to get him released. But there's a huge problem. What problem? As you know, his crimes are too obvious. The details are all recorded, like he did it on purpose. He has 0 chance of walking free. Ho-gil continues. But your big bro here has a way. Ji-hoo stares. Please step back first, mister. Aren't you curious? A way to flip an impossible situation. Wait, do you actually have a way or not? Ji-hoo, Ho-gil smirks. I'm attorney Byun Ho-gil. Does that answer your question? He already did much background research, Ji-hoo thinks. I misjudged you, mister. Let's go bust him out right now. Heh, calm down. Inside, Ho-gil is screaming. There's no way I can actually get him out. Even with a settlement, the criminal charges stay. Drunk driving, hit and run, dumping the body, all caught on CCTV. Not even the president could save him. My double retainer plan ruined from step 1. Ji-hoo interrupts. But in movies, they sneak in and tamper with evidence. Do you do that too? That's just movies. I'm a lawyer, not some agents, huh? What's wrong, mister? Ho-gil's eyes shine. Ji-hoo, you're a genius. Cut to the courtroom. It's insufficient evidence, someone roars. What bullshit is that? Anyone can see he's the culprit. The public erupts while Jo Doo-chin bows smugly. Everyone, I've done nothing wrong. The judge says I'm innocent. You said there was perfect evidence. Ho-gil watches silently. In court, evidence has terrifying power. But flip it around, and if there's no evidence, you're golden, no matter what you did. With my killer skills and my sexy legal knowledge, falsifying and destroying evidence is a piece of cake. Attorney Byun Ho-gil, he turns. Oh, yes, Prosecutor Han Jung-gi. An elite prosecutor stands before him, freshly back from the States, radiating justice and irritation. Mr. Byun, Han says sternly, I don't know what tricks you pulled, but don't forget, you too may stand before the law one day. Of course, at your service, sir. Ji-hoo rushes in afterward. Mister, I heard the news. When are we doing it? It's time to kill Jo Doo-chin now, right? Hurry. Ji-hoo, I get it, but give me some space first. Before that, Ji-hoo, do you like twist-ending movies? I watch them sometimes. Why? Ho-gil pulls out a CCTV file. Isn't this the footage you erased? I don't want to see this. My dad. No, you have to. After showing it, did you see it? Yeah, but nothing happened? The thing about cars is, they have springs under the chassis. Huh? Look at the writing on that sign. Ji-hoo squints. The letters changed? Exactly, because the car's height changed, which means there was a third person's inside. Ho-gil points to the footage. Right after the accident, Jo Doo-chin and that third person switched seats. In other words, the one who killed your father might not have been Jo Duchen. Of course, it's just a theory. We need proof. Ji-hoo panics. If we bust Jo Duchen out and kill him, it'll all be for nothing. Ho-gil smirks. What are you worried about? You hired a killer lawyer. He searches a bookshelf, muttering, "Where is it? Somewhere between Go Gambling and Cold Night." Suddenly, the shelf splits open, revealing a glowing secret room. I'm such a mess. I'll make this money no matter what. Behind the shelf lies Ho-gil's weapon storage. Still lame as ever, he mutters. Earlier, he had told Ji-hoo, Jo Duchen is what you call an MZ gangster. A cell-based crew scattered everywhere. If we want the real culprit, we need to hit them all at once. You didn't draw that map yourself, did you? Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm charging in when all of them gather. What? No way. That's too dangerous. Don't worry, Ji-hoo. Cut to Ho-gil putting on a driving helmet in his armory. I've been doing this for over a dozen years. Sometimes like air, other times like water. Perfect disguises are my specialty. Cut to Duchen's hideout, full of gangsters. They cheer and praise him for escaping a life sentence. Duchen laughs loudly. Insufficient evidence. I'm innocent. They also tease the bruised investor he scammed, calling him VIP. Very idiot person. Duchen continues mocking the man who lost his life savings. If you come back again, we have photos of your family. Your sister's so damn pretty. Boss, you've got a visitor. A visitor? Who? They reveal a confused delivery guy, who is actually Ho-gil in disguise. I've done this work for decades, but why'd they pick a Chinese restaurant of all places? Delivery here, gang members approach him. Delivering jjangmyeon to a Chinese restaurant, hand it over. Don't. Ho-gil blurts. This doesn't feel like food. Take his helmet off. Shit. What do I do? There's way more of them than I expected. Why are they all here? They're supposed to be a cell-based gang. He slams the thug's face and accidentally knocks his own helmet off. The whole room erupts. Dozens rush him. He doesn't hesitate, kicking, throwing, slamming people to the floor. And I came in perfect disguise, he complains. You ruined everything, Jo Duchen. You're that lawyer Hung. What are you doing here? How did you even get in? Ho-gil steps through the fallen gangsters. This punk keeps talking down to an adult. I'll beat you to the brink of death. And I'll still walk away innocent. What bullshit is that? Duchen shouts. Ho-gil smiles. What do you mean what? It's the thing you love so much. He lifts a finger. This case is going to end as insufficient evidence. Duchen's men mock Ho-gil, complaining that lawyers can't count and acting like they already won. They surround him, 9 gangsters against 1 skinny anchovy. Even Ho-gil admits it's an unfair fight for him, but they have no idea what kind of hellish training he survived to beat their asses. A flashback hits, Ho-gil pounding on a steel door, screaming for help inside the Glory Club's tear gas training room. This wasn't normal gas. It was military-grade poison that burned his throat daily like explosions going off inside him. And yet, every day, he survived. Every day, he came out alive. He curses the Glory Club, but that brutality made him what he is. Back in the present, one of Duchen's men realizes Ho-gil is pulling something out. The gang assumes it's a weapon and rush to grab their tools. Ho-gil simply smiles at them and recalls the one thought he had during tear gas torture. Please, just once, let me try it too. He lobs a flashbang high above the group. The room erupts in screams. Blinding white light. Total chaos. Duchen's men stagger around, clawing at their eyes, cursing, bumping into each other like they're dancing in a drunken nightmare. Ho-gil dances with them in the center. Ho-gil mocks them for calling him a coward. Duchen, furious, orders the 9 men to kill him. He warns Ho-gil that following the law would have kept him alive. But as the gang charges in, even Duchen hesitates. Something feels wrong. 2 of the thugs rush Ho-gil, one barehanded, one swinging a vase. Ho-gil knocks them down instantly while reciting legal penalties like a lecture. Another thug grabs him from behind while a third charges to stab him, but he ducks, causing the thug who grabs him to get hit. Ho-gil plants his hands on the floor and spins his legs like a breakdancer, sweeping down anyone foolish enough to come close. He calmly states another law: extortion through threats, up to 20 million won and 10 years in prison. Duchen watches from afar as dread crawls up his spine. 20 years as a thug taught him one skill: identifying predators. And every hair on his body screams the truth: Ho-gil is dangerous. When the fighting ends, Ho-gil confronts Duchen, stretching stiffly like a man who studied too long. Duchen instantly obeys every word, even sitting on the floor when he's told. Ho-gil demands answers. Duchen tries to please him, even offering his girlfriend's house password, but Ho-gil doesn't buy a thing. Then he reveals his honest friend, Duchen's phone. Using the wallpaper of a pretty girl as an excuse, Ho-gil starts browsing Duchen's gallery and messages. Between the disgusting photos and private chats, one thing stands out: a stock reading room group chat promising 500% profits. Hogel mutters that idiots like this are always running scams. Then he finds a message. A familiar face. Crystal. Hogel freezes. Things just got interesting. Jihu arrives, cheerful as ever, offering fancy coffee. But Hogel is in no mood. He tells her to listen carefully. This is serious. He explains the organizational chart of Duchan's group. Poorly drawn, embarrassingly so. Jihu roasts it instantly, asking if a kindergarten kid made it. Hogel turns red and crumples it. Hogel explains, stock reading rooms lure people in with guaranteed profits. Members throw in their money, hoping to get rich, and then the room vanishes, leaving families ruined. The one who ruined Jihu's father? Probably tied to this very chat room. But catching the mastermind is hard. Overseas accounts, virtual identities, impossible to trace, unless you find the fisherman who lured the victims in, and Hogel has already found him. He shows Jihu a picture, a girl he recognizes. Crystal, a huge internet streamer. Jihu is shocked, but Hogel insists Crystal is the decoy. He doubts him. Crystal is famously mysterious, nicknamed the Ghost. No real name, no address, no classmates, no history, nothing. How did you even figure this out? He asks. Hogel only says, because this is exactly what he specializes in. And he's already found the key to meeting her. Jihu stares at the livestream Hogel pulls up. He doesn't understand how this could lead them to Crystal in person. But Hogel smiles. He's already worked out the path. This woman, a ghost to the internet, has finally been cornered. He, beyond Hogel, has found a way to meet her.